True, I may look the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit to that of warfare.
You were there for Rogvir's execution. Perhaps, but necessary. My cousin Fura is somewhere out there in Skyrim right now, fighting Ulfric Stormcloak and his damned insurrectionists. She wouldn't have to be there at all if it weren't for Rogvir. And my aunt wouldn't have to worry about her daughter. You really don't know? He lets Ulfric Stormcloak escape solitude. Ulfric rides in, murders the High King, and Rogvir lets him ride right back out. People to see and places to go, huh? Later then.
Food for the thirsty, rooms for the weary. Now this is a temple.
You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun? Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news. We mostly carry herbs and alchemical ingredients, that sort of thing. Before the war, our stock was mostly used for aromatic use in homes. Yes. These days, we have more people like you coming in, looking for healing and the like. Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
How are you doing? Certainly. What needs doing? I am at your service.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Here, take a look at this. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room.
Excuse me.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Shall we move on? My favorite color is blue. Oh, something else. So many things. culture, the architecture, but most of all, the enormous Dwemer presence here. The technology the dwarves possessed all those years ago is miles beyond us, even today. The chance to study it in person, I just couldn't resist. Cyrodiil, though I suppose you could probably guess that. I grew up in the Imperial City, mostly with my nose in a book. My family own a small amount of property there, and they always encouraged me to pursue my interests. Namely, knowledge, in all its forms. I spent some time at the Arcane University, a couple of years at the archives of White Gold Tower, and I've studied at every academy in the city. But no amount of academic knowledge can compare to some practical experience. I'm done reading about the world. Now I want to see it. Oh, the Flaviuses are firmly rooted in the Imperial City. We've always had a strong sense of home. We're a tight-knit bunch, and we get on rather well most of the time. They worry, though, particularly about me. Gave them quite a shock when I told them about this expedition. None. I was the proverbial apple of my parents' proverbial eyes. And yes, they spoiled me rotten. Sometimes I wonder what it would have been like to have had a brother or a sister. But then I wouldn't be quite who I am today, so I can't complain. Davidicus is his name. He's an academic like me, always up to his elbows in old scrolls. He does a lot of consultancy work for the Imperial government, hunts down relics for them, that sort of thing. I'd be lying if I said we always saw eye to eye, but I owe a lot to him, and he's very dear to me. Captain Lyra of the Imperial Legion. She and I couldn't be more different, but she's always supported me in everything I've done. She fought against the Thalmor in the Great War. In fact, she was there for Lord Narafin's defeat at the Battle of the Red Ring. She retired to marry my father and raise me, but despite her career, she never tried to force me onto the same path. By the time I was old enough to hold a book, it was clear I was going to follow my father into the academic world, and she was delighted for me. I write to her fairly regularly, my father too, and while she worries, I think she's proud of me for doing this. I hope so, anyway. All right then. Certainly. Absolutely not. I've tried. Divines know I've tried, but I just can't get the knack. Every single horse I've ever tried to ride just throws me off. Or maybe I just fall off. The point is, I can't ride. Maybe one day I'll learn, but today is sadly not that day. Now that you mention it, I suppose there is. Somewhere here in Skyrim, there's a Dwemer ruin called Doomsbethar. I came across a text referring to it in my last few months at the Arcane University. Dwemerus is a fiddly language, often the same words can have multiple meanings, but I'm fairly sure it translates loosely to bound ghosts. It piqued my curiosity. The use of soul gems in Dwemer automatons is well documented, but no one really knows much about their purpose or function. I thought perhaps this place of bound ghosts might be something to do with that, so I did some more research, but I just can't find the location. My father's looking into it for me while I'm here on my expedition. If he finds anything, he's going to let me know. All right then. Lead the way. I'll be right behind you.
Lead our hopes and our dreams. Of kings, on the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
Must you push like that?
This Imperial armor is damn heavy.
Sorry, after you.
I've got a little work if you're interested, traveler.
Forged by a master craftsman. Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But the finest weapons and armor. Return anytime to the arms. My forge.
Fresh off the boat. The freshest in Skyrim, like wine, warms the blood.
Spices. Doesn't taste of blood anymore.
You should see.
Straight from the fjord.
Welcome to Bits and Pieces. I'm sure you'll find what you need here. Biren said you got here just before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
Fresh fish.
My discarded crates. Such refuse has made it difficult.
You're passing through solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes? It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house. I bet the two of us were very alike. So why not take the next step? We can help each other. My sister Deja and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things. I knew you looked like a clever one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people, and they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, the Ice Runner would run aground. Don't worry about them. We'll make sure they wash up safe. Maybe they'll even pay us for their heroic rescue from their sad crash. What an interesting idea. I think if someone were to do something like that, there would definitely be a certain amount of loot to be shared. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot. It would be best if we spoke little until you've completed your task.
Painted in the blood of their victim.
I'm waiting. That I am. Train the recruits. Turn boys into men. That sort of thing. Thinking of asking the general for some training books. Give the soldiers something to do while they're on rest. Something besides drinking. Ever seen a book called The Mirror? We used to hand it out to boys looking to learn basic shield work. Good on you. Generally posting information is need to know only. I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. Her daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Mages in a burial crypt. Helgen, destroyed by a dragon. Those who worship at the shrines will sometimes receive boons from the gods themselves. The nature of the favors varies per deity. Please, feel free to worship at any or all of the shrines. The strong...
We have nothing to talk about. Go away, citizen.
As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
Blessings to you. The divines are listening.
I heard the gourmets hiding out somewhere.
Someday soon you will all see battle, and what you do here today may well save your lives. These Stormcloaks are nothing more than an armed mob.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, Winterhold support him.
It's not my law.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Bring it on.
Balgruf refuses.
I took an arrow. I hate archers. Well, if he was to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine.
Stop, thief!
I stand with the squirrel. Never. You won't get anything out of me.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane.
I'm all for diplomacy. The Emperor deals with his
That's not what my
civil
scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, Winterhold support him.
It's not my law.
Going to try to take Whiterun. Balgruf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir.
Legion will regain control of this land. Mark my words.
Soldiers win wars, but where to put them is the key.
Hello there. Donations are always appreciated. Oh, you want the stuff back? We can discuss that later. Let's get back to it.
Perks of fighting in the arena. Don't like
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. Of course. Return anytime you need arms or armor.
In broad daylight, half a day's ride from our sister city of Markarth, these naked beastmen of the Reach, painted in the blood of their victims.
Feel free to look around. We have a fine selection of herbs here at Angela's Aromatics. It's good to see a fresh face. You wouldn't have happened to come from Whiterun, would you? You got Aldous to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say? I told her the Imperial army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service.
You were there for Rogvir's execution. Of course. Thank you for helping. I'll see you around.
Need something? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. I'm not asking, but if you happen to be the type, I hear that Kilcreath ruin is your shrine to Murdia. You know, Daedra worship.
Damn Stormcloaks. Oblivion take every miserable.
Huh? Thank you. Here, this is for you. Don't see many travelers out this way. You look like you've seen your share of adventure. You hear all this talk about a war? I hope it never comes here. There's enough trouble in the world without those Stormcloaks stirring up more. All right then.
This should be good.
Come on, kill him. Legion will regain. Where are you?
Fascinating example of ancient Nordic architecture. Yep. Why the dragon head?
Can't defeat me. We bring honor to this land.
Huh? Thank you. Here, this is for you.
All right, then.
Say Skyrim belongs to the Nords. The Nords say.
medic!
You're stunned that.
You think you stand a chance? I swear I'll kill you.
Can't wait to count out your coins.
This is the end for you.
You're gonna die for that. Here. Not your best, huh?
You won't get it back!
Kill! Kill!
Not impressed.
killed you. best you.
Wait to count out your coins. It'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead!
How can I help you? Sure, I'll carry what I can.
fighting styles or build. You got arms like a clever. You can use a weapon, but you're with a shield.